welcome back to another video to my channel. And today, yes guys, I'm going to go ahead and check out the new death battle reaction death battle video that's come out, which I'm going to do a reaction to, and that's Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099. DC versus Marvel. Quite interesting, because I did do a Marvel movie reaction being Infinity War trailer. So yeah, I don't know much about Batman Beyond or Spider-Man 2099. In fact, I only knew that there were forms like that after they revealed it in the last death battle after Naruto versus Ichigo. So until then, I never knew there were, you know, forms like this for Batman and Spider-Man. So it's pretty interesting. The last Batman versus Spider-Man death battle we watched, Spider-Man won due to Spidey sense, and you know, Batman didn't have enough prep time to counterattack the Spidey sense. So I don't know whether Batman will beat Spider-Man 2099. I'm not sure. Obviously, you guys will probably know more than me, so I'm not gonna waste any more time talking about it. I'm just gonna go right into this video, check out, you know, both sides of the research that they've done, and then I'll make a speculation after that. So let's not waste any time, and let's get right to it, guys. Boom. Alright guys, if you want to go ahead and grab something to eat or drink, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and pause this video. If not, I'll go ahead and jump into this reaction. Let me put it on nice quality in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, there you go. That's
the future. Everyone wants to see it, and why not? It has robots, flying cars, and of course, superheroes.
Oh,
yeah, the future still has those, but they're even cooler because of all the sweet gadgets.
Like Terry McGinnis, the Batman Beyond.
And Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man from 2099. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, interesting. Let's see.
Terry McGinnis was your average futuristic high school student.
He went to future raves, complained about future problems, had a future girlfriend, yeah, you know, the usual.
Until one fateful day when Terry got into a fight with a group of jokers.
What's he got against comedians?
No, a game called the Jokers. You know, like the Joker.
But with a Z, because it's the future.
Well, naturally. After possibly the most dangerous motorcycle chase ever put on television.
Yeah, it's cool, he's got a helmet.
Terry found himself inside an isolated mansion owned by an elderly billionaire named Bruce Wayne.
Oh!
Here, he stumbled upon the most important revelation in his life.
Bruce Wayne's Batman.
Bruce Wayne is Batman!
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, what a surprise! Well, more like he was Batman. He retired from crime fighting years ago, because, you know, age is a bitch.
Wait a minute, after decades of secrecy, a punk teenager just happens to stumble into the Batcave? For crying out loud, if he'd found my secret lair, he'd have been vaporized on the spot.
Damn.
Yeah! Anyway, Terry's roller coaster of a day still wasn't over. Turns out, his dad got murdered.
Dad?
Oh.
Dad!
Bummer. So he did what any emotionally charged teen who wants to avenge their dad would do. He stole a bat suit.
But not the old cape and cowl of yesteryear. This was the latest and most advanced bat suit.
Wow.
Terry McGinnis didn't just become the all-new Batman. He was Batman Beyond.
You ever wonder what would happen if Batman got a hold of an Iron Man suit? It's basically that. But damn, he looks friggin' rad.
The Batsuit's nanotechnology greatly enhances his strength and provides several thin yet strong layers of ballistic and environmental protection.
Whoa, okay.
And he can fly. He can soar faster than a speeding future car, and he's really nimble in the air. Plus, he can always give his punches and kicks a literal rocket boost.
The suit sports over 24 other gadgets for combat and espionage. He has a wrist-mounted grappling hook that can extend over 50 feet. There's a cloaking device, a lock decoder, finger microphones, climbing claws, an underwater breather, thermal and binocular vision, extendable spikes in his arms, flashbang grenades, weighted bolas, a buzzsaw, and even retractable tweezers.
Splinters are no laughing matter. And don't forget all those sweet batarangs. These new age ninja stars are even sharper and more compact than before, and they come in a variety of delightful flavors. like explosive, ensnaring, and electrifying.
Wow.
Terry's got a solid throwing arm and can even disarm multiple opponents with a single shot. But if he's feeling a bit lazy, he can always just use his arm launchers to fire batarang discs.
Also, when anyone gets in too close, the whole suit can act like a man-sized taser. The electric shock is strong enough to stun people spliced with animal DNA and short out heavy machinery.
But the tools don't make the man, Batman. Terry's a master martial artist with plenty of training from legends like former Robin Dick Grayson, totally real ninja Kairi Tanaga, and the former Dark Knight himself. Once he got over the kid stealing his suit, of course.
Bruce Wayne doesn't just serve as Terry's mentor. He's also a constant source of advice and information on the go through his direct link to the Batsuit from the Batcave.
Good thing, too, since Terry's not exactly the world's greatest detective. At least not compared to the old man.
Bruce is extremely intelligent and an expert analyst. Plus, the Batcave has some very impressive technology. Not only does it host one of the most powerful supercomputers on the planet, it's also completely dependent on its own hydroelectric power supply and isolated network.
Still, I don't care who Bruce used to be. Having an old guy barking orders in your ear sounds annoying. Like your dad's always looking over your shoulder. Or at least I imagined, because I didn't have one.
Well, Terry is Bruce Wayne's secret son.
What?
In
What?
an effort to ensure there would always be a Batman, government boogeywoman Amanda Waller had secretly overwritten Warren McGinnis's reproductive DNA with that of Bruce Wayne's.
Like, he was just blasting Wayne babies? It's like all the fun, but you could get out of any child support case. And bonus, I guess Terry's father technically wasn't murdered. Good for him. Also, he's got all the benefits from Bruce's kick-ass genes.
Even before going through combat training, Terry was a skilled fighter, strong enough to send opponents flying with a single punch.
In the suit, he's strong enough to lift large I-beams and this giant boulder.
He's even survived getting his leg trapped under Bruce Wayne's trophy penny.
What's so special about a penny?
Just look at it.
Holy colossal currency, Batman!
The penny's diameter is easily 20 feet wide and is frequently dated from the 1940s. This means the penny is likely composed of bronze and weighs around 166 tons.
Bruh!
That's more than enough to crush all the bones in your foot.
Yeah.
But not Terry. He was up and at him like nothing happened. I mean, this guy's tough enough to take a missile to the face and then fall hundreds of stories. And all he got out of it was a couple broken ribs. What's a penny as heavy as 33 monster trucks gonna do?
He's quick enough to dodge gunfire, skilled enough to defeat lizard people and the Justice Lords. In a newer suit, he could fire concussive pulse blasts and even outraced an intercontinental missile.
What?
It can reach speeds of up to 15,000 miles per hour. That's over 19 times the speed of sound.
God damn.
He's still no Bruce Wayne, though. He's kind of a punk and doesn't have the amazing smarts or expertise of Batman Classic.
Okay.
You don't quite have his magnificent brain, for instance. You do have his heart, though.
Maybe not, but he has accomplished feats equal to his predecessor, like fighting Superman and ending the Joker threat once and for all. Clearly, Terry McGinnis has more than earned the title of Batman.
Okay.
Pretty strong for some clown who thinks he's Batman.
I am Batman.
Okay, interesting.
So, here's an
They seem to make... Okay, so it seems like this Terry ended up stealing the most advanced technology Batman suit that Bruce Wayne had, and it seems like he can do a lot of things, and he's a master martial artist, and he's received training from Bruce Wayne himself. And Bruce Wayne, we all know he's Batman, and he was amazing as Batman. Has so much expertise, experience. So I don't know. He seems like a formidable opponent. Let's check out SpiderMan 2099, though.
unfortunate spoiler. The year 2099 kinda sucks.
Plagued by a massive civil war between humans and mutants, the world fell into a dystopian ruin of violence and anarchy. The heroic age had come to an end.
But some people still wanted a sequel.
Enter Miguel O'Hara, a child prodigy turned super genius with a penchant for genetic tinkering.
Miguel's skills landed him a job at one of the biggest companies in the world, Alchemax, where he got to work trying to rebuild one of the greatest heroes of all time, SpiderMan.
Specifically, he attempted to replicate the DNA of Peter Parker, the original Spider-Man.
God.
But like most of the 21st century superheroes, not much remained of Parker outside of stories and legend. Miguel had to build his experiment from scratch, starting with a single, simple spider.
Unfortunately, Alchemax didn't have the greatest job security. After a lot of bad blood and some spilled blood, Miguel wound up accidentally getting a dose of his own creepy crawly project.
Wow.
Transforming him into the Spider-Man of 2099.
But future Spider-Man isn't quite the same as your grandpappy Spidey.
That's right. Apart from the superhuman strength, speed, durability, and improved healing, Miguel's powers are entirely different. Unlike Parker, he can't actually stick to any surface. He can still wall crawl, though,
Wow.
using retractable talons on his fingers and toes,
Oh.
which also make for fairly deadly weapons in a fight.
And he's got fangs like a vampire.
Damn.
If he bites you, he can inject a venom that can paralyze your whole body almost instantly. Also, he may not have Petey's trusty spider sense, but his sense of sight, smell, and hearing are superfied. He can hear noises from miles away, see in the dark, and make out far off and fast-moving objects with ease.
In fact, his senses are so acute, he wears tinted glasses to keep daylight from hurting his eyes.
And like any Spider-Man, he can shoot webs from his hands.
Miguel doesn't need compact web shooter devices on his wrists. He actually has organic spinnerets in his arms, which create and release thick, durable strings of webbing. Because they're natural, these strings are chemically identical to spider silk, with a tensile strength similar to steel.
Whoa.
Ew. Okay, the original Spider-Man always kind of grossed me out, but this guy's powers are disgusting.
I think Miguel would agree with you.
Well, yeah, one day he's just your average dweeb doing sciencey stuff like you, and the next he's got big lumps in his arms which shoot sticky stuff? Who wouldn't be weirded out?
Miguel saw his newfound power as a curse, a blight which turned him into an inhuman freak of nature.
But that didn't stop him from fighting crime, complete with his own Spidey suit.
His original costume was made from unstable molecules, allowing the use of his talons without tearing the fabric. He also wears a web-like cape made of light bite, which lets him glide through the air.
Whoa,
That's pretty
Lightbright!
cool.
I remember that. Man, do they still have that in the future? And did they find a way to stop you losing those little pegs?
Light bite.
Yeah, whatever. The suit looks pretty cool, so I hate to spoil the mood, but it's actually just a run-of-the-mill costume from a Day of the Dead festival. No, really.
Though after meeting the present-day Peter Parker, Miguel received a much-needed upgrade.
Oh.
His new suit contains synthesized unstable molecule fabric mixed with Kevlar, greatly improving his defense.
This suit can survive a shot from a howitzer artillery cannon. A common M777 military howitzer fires 92-pound shells at 2,200 feet per second. That hits with over 100 tons of force.
Miguel's even
God
taken a
damn.
hit from the Thing, a hit which shattered a tempered glass window and sent Miguel flying over 2,000 feet.
And the new suit has explosives, hologram projectors, infrared scanning, and it's even got wings and rocket boosters on the feet. Wait, that sounds familiar.
Miguel may be a
Yeah,
genius,
Batman.
but he's at his best when he's working with his holographic assistant, Lila, or the Y-Rate Lifeform Approximation.
She's basically like the future Alexa with a bunch of extra features. She keeps track of Miguel's life signs and surroundings. With Lila's scanners and his super senses, anyone would have a hard time trying to sneak up on future Spidey.
While Lila was originally built as a home appliance, she can be stored on Miguel's portable communicator. She can act as an onboard lie detector and do advanced calculations to the 20th decimal in a millisecond,
Wow.
which is flippin' amazing.
Fun fact, Lila's appearance was based on Marilyn Monroe.
Not that anybody in 2099 seems to know who Marilyn Monroe was. Okay, seriously, how did they lose so much information in less than 100 years? Remember, kids, always back up your files. It'll prevent the apocalypse.
Well, lucky for them, Miguel got over his emo phase and started setting the future back on track. And he had the skills to do it.
He's quick enough to dodge gunfire, tough enough to take a shotgun blast to the chest, resilient enough to tank electric shocks, and strong enough to rip a 20-ton turret off a tank.
Wow.
More than that, he helped another Spider-Man keep this giant building piece in place. What even is that?
Likely some sort of antenna, but it also resembles the mooring mast atop the Empire State Building.
Back when everybody thought Zeppelins were the hot new thing. Because who doesn't like riding a giant flammable balloon full of explosive gas?
God damn.
Sign me up.
Assuming it's composed of steel and roughly estimating its size compared to the Spider-Man on the roof, then comparing the Empire State Building's mooring mast, this should weigh, at most, 200 tons.
Whoa.
Basically, McGill's a badass, and he proved it in the most epic way possible. After rebuilding the world with Captain America, Miguel inherited the most legendary weapon of them all, Mjolnir.
Although Thor Thor's hammer didn't actually grant him its warrior
What?
powers. Miguel didn't use it as a weapon, but as proof of his authority, a literal symbol of the societal weight he alone could carry. With his dominance asserted, Miguel created the utopian future a person could only dream of.
And you thought Peter Parker was cool. This Spider-Man is at the top.
Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man of the year 2099.
That's me, ready to save the universe and looking good while doing it.
Wow,
Alright,
guys, this is a really tough death battle for me. Both of them seem to be rather equal in strength, durability, speed. Yo, this is difficult. This is a difficult death battle. I honestly have no idea who would win. Like, the only thing I could say is that Batman was able to withstand a one of those big coins falling onto his foot, and that weighs about 166 tons or something like that. And they spoke about Spider-Man like getting hit by a force of just over 100 tons. So Batman was able to withstand a lot more than Spider-Man, I guess, in that specific situation. Just because of the numbers being higher, one is higher than the other. But that, I don't know. This is such a difficult death battle for me. I know. Most of you guys probably have much more intellect than me when it comes to Batman Beyond and Spider-Man 2099. But from these two research that they've done, these guys seem pretty equal. So I actually don't have an idea who would win. If I want to choose one person who I want to win, I'll probably go with Batman Beyond. I don't know. He does have the training from Bruce Wayne. He's a martial artist, expert on martial arts. He's got training from Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne's someone who has a lot of intellect, has so much experience. So that experience could go towards Terry, as Batman Beyond. So he's able to beat Joker, Superman, all those stuff like that. So I think Batman Beyond might take it, but there's going to be such a close match. I don't know. At this point, I honestly don't know who would win. Either one has a chance of winning, to be honest. And I think Batman Beyond might win. Might win, in my opinion. Because they didn't really specify that Spider-Man 2099 received any martial arts training or whatever. But then his senses did go up. Like, he doesn't have the Spidey sense like the Spider-Man we know, but all of his senses, being his, sight, smell, hearing, they're all enhanced pretty damn quickly. And he's also got that, that device where this woman tells him everything about his suit and his status of where he is and how he is. So this is difficult. So both of them look very strong, very formidable. I might say, I'll probably say Batman might win, but I'm not gonna let Spider-Man rule out because it's that much of a close death battle. But I would say Batman Beyond might win. We'll see. Just because of the experience that he's gained from someone like Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne must have given him a lot of training. We all know Bruce Wayne, the Batman himself. So yeah, let's go and check this out, guys.
Once and for all.
But first, the future is now in the form of Blue Apron.
Yeah, so Bruce Wayne, the Batman that we know, the amazing Batman, must have given him all the training the guy needs.
Blue
So I
Apron
don't
is
know.
the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country.
God damn.
All ingredients arrive right to your door, guaranteed fresh and ready to cook.
It's better than eating fast food, plus it's affordable. Blue Apron is less than $10 per person.
Plus myself.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's see.
McGinnis, keep an eye out. I've been seeing some odd reports regarding this part of the city.
Oh. Ooh. Interesting.
Hey, Bozo! I was brooding there.
Who the shock are you?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Right back at you, fatty.
Nice.
Hey, Lila, give me a reading on this
There you go.
vampire
Lila,
guy,
that's
yeah?
it.
Of course, Miguel. I can't identify his tech or fighting style, but I can try hacking his suit.
Okay.
He's too comfortable in the air. Try a different approach. Get to ground level.
I take it that's Bruce Wayne.
I can't move.
Yeah. I think that's Bruce Wayne talking there. He's giving an advice, and we all know Bruce Wayne's pretty damn clever when he fights.
That hurt.
Something's trying to hack your suit. Our new friend, no doubt.
How's the hack going?
Nowhere fast.
Get in close and finish this quick.
No problem.
Uh-oh.
Can my fangs pierce his suit?
I think so.
Then I'll finish this myself.
Oh. Oh crap. Oi.
Lila! Lila!
Oh my god.
Solved.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Oh my god. I think Batman must have planted that while he was punching Spider-Man there. Well, once, you know, I think Spider-Man at one point got stunned or something, and as he was punching him while he was stunned, he must have placed those bombs. Oh my god, that was disgusting.
I'll never get tired of seeing people blow up.
That's
It's always
disgusting.
such a blast.
Pretty cool.
Thanks to Bruce's counsel, Terry used his flashbang to take advantage of Miguel's sensitive eyesight.
There you
And
go.
his electric shock that can short out large machinery to deal with Lila.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike Bruce, the poor girl wasn't really built for combat. And while her hacking skills were top-notch, the isolated Batcave had the defenses to hold her off.
Even still, Terry's stats edged out Miguel's in more ways than one.
Okay.
When it came to maneuverability and durability, they were mostly even. Both could dodge bullets and weave through the air. Both
Exactly.
could survive heavy ballistic hits. But unlike Terry, Miguel's never outraced anything faster than a Mark 19 ballistic missile.
For physical strength,
15,000.
Terry had him beat too. Recall that boulder that he lifted underwater. This took place in Superman's Fortress of Solitude near the Arctic, so the boulder was likely composed of sedimentary dark limestone, the most common rock type around that location. So we compared Terry's height to the boulder, applied the density for limestone, and subtracted the weight reduced by underwater buoyancy
Damn.
to find the boulder's weight to be 192 tons.
God
And he
damn.
tossed it aside like it was nothing. Terry's peak strength in the batsuit has to be more than 200 tons.
Assuming Miguel applied his fair share when holding up that antenna, his best strength feat we know of is at max 100 tons.
There you go.
But he's a
That's the one.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man can lift more than that, right?
Not usually. Technically, Miguel's powers are so different from Peter's that we shouldn't really scale him to other Spider-Men.
Yeah.
But for the benefit of the doubt, let's do it anyway.
We'll check out two of Spider-Man's most impressive strength feats. The first is the time he braced a private jet while it was landing. Look at him. He's literally the landing gear.
According to Spider-Man himself, the plane's total weight was at most 115,000 pounds.
Bruh.
Adding the thrust from a Whittle W1 engine, which this small jet is most likely to have an engine comparable to, this feat comes out to 58 tons.
Not even close to
Damn.
Terry's 200. Then there was this one time where Spidey had to push way past his limits to lift what he offhandedly compared to as a locomotive. Since he could measure the plane, it's likely he's accurate here. But given the time period, that's still only 130 tons at most.
It's clear Terry had a pretty sizable physical advantage. And just because Terry's mind wasn't as fine-tuned as the original Batman's, didn't mean he's dumb.
Yeah.
Even more, Miguel never trained like Terry did. Hell, he never really had much formal training at all. But Terry was trained by ninjas, stealth artists, and other crime fighters
There
to
you
be
go.
a master in the battlefield.
Exactly.
And since Miguel didn't have a spider sense, Terry just had to wait until the untrained future
That's
Spidey
the main problem. Exactly. This Spider-Man does not have Spidey sense. and the fact that this Terry, Batman Beyond, has received so much training from so many people, ninjas, martial artists, gangsters, and even Bruce Wayne himself, you know, that really topped, 2099 Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man 2099 don't have Spidey sense, and Spidey sense is what gave the edge to Spider-Man versus Batman for the first time. You know, Spider-Man was able to beat Batman because of Spidey sense, but hey, in this case he doesn't have it, so yeah.
Left an opening.
In short, while Miguel wasn't completely outmatched, Terry's superior strength, counseling, equipment, and training won the bout.
Yeah.
Turns out this Batman was beyond him.
The winner is Batman Beyond.
Wow.
Stick
Alright,
around, we're
that was
about to
very
announce
good.
the combatants for the
I was
next
right then.
battle.
And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box over there and start a first membership trial.
Try to grab one of these shirts too.
Alright, who's it? On the season finale of Death Battle. Who's it? Sephiroth versus Virgil. Okay, I have had no idea who these guys are. Okay, season finale. Did they just say season finale of Death Battle? On the season finale of Death Battle season. Wow. I have no idea who these guys are. No idea. Okay, if you guys know who these two are, please comment on the section below from where they are from, which anime or which game they're from, and tell me who you guys would win for next time, because I have no clue who these guys are. So, anyways, I gotta say this was a fairly good death battle, I must say. You know, it ended pretty quickly, but then again, like I said, this Spider-Man did not have Spidey sense, and that's what, you know, that's what gave the edge to the first time when Spider-Man and Batman went head to head because of the Spidey sense. But this time, you know, Spider-Man 2099 did not have Spidey sense. And Terry, Batman Beyond, has received training from so many people, including Bruce Wayne, Batman himself, classic. He had the experience, he had the strength, he had the durability, and yeah, he just edged Spider-Man 2099 in a few things. So it makes sense that Batman won. So I was right. I was not sure because they were both equally good. So, and the fact that I didn't know any of these characters the first time, you know, at all, until this death battle, so I had my doubts, and I did, even though I did say Batman might win, I didn't want to rule Spider-Man out totally, but it seems like I was right. So yeah, this is a really good death battle. I'm actually looking forward to the next death battle being the finale, which is a bit unfortunate, but we will see. The finale is going to be pretty interesting. I don't know, since it's the finale of the current season, I bet they're gonna do like a 3D fight for this. I'm pretty sure season finales, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go all out with this death battle, so we'll see how it goes. So on that note, I'll end the video right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching my reaction to episode, well, thank you, not episode, thank you for watching my reaction to Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099 Death Battle with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, then smash that like button, comment and share, all those good things there to see more content of me doing more Death Battle reactions. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button so you won't miss a single video from my channel, guys. Whether it's gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.